Okay, so let's go right now, start putting our project inside the Substance Painter, and this is 2019 version. So we'll go File, New. At this point, we'll select our template. We'll go our mesh that we created, and also I will just leave it as the. We don't need to worry about camera, anything. Document resolution 234. We'll just add also project files that we created. Open. Let's click OK. And so let's take a second till it's all imported. Right here, you can see we have our mesh loaded. We want to take and going inside the texture settings, and let's select normal map from what we preloaded. So right here's our normal map, and we now want to actually bake this map to our range, so it will create maps. We'll go up. We don't need normal, we already have it. We don't necessarily need it. Mesh, let's go just select 240, and we'll go click bake. Okay, so you can see it's creating our high field, positioning all these maps for us. Go click OK. And next we can start actually adding different colors to this in Paint. One thing what I want to notice, when we're going future, I want to show you the test, and it's maybe will be different for you. So if, for example, we go in layer, and for now just let's create a very fast paint layer. We'll set this layer maybe to the red so we can see it, and let's go to actually add mask, black mask. Let's go add generator to this, and we'll go just add generator, and we'll take our generator, select this point right here. Let's go to select positioning, and you can see it's apply kind of properly. However, if you have it grading, if it does not, you see like this all covering, it is probably inside your world machine. So right here you need to go inside the mesh and switch between Z up or Y up. So it's depends how it does. In this case, it was Y up. I found it's working for me to have it properly build mesh. But again, it is based on what you're using. But with Y up, you can see we have it properly applying coloring. And so we can go in our layers. There, we'll go to probably paint to this. Let's go to select basic paint for this one. This will be our base paint, and we'll just go select darker, so you can see in some cases when we'll modify. And for that, you know what? Let's go select a little bit more sandy ground, kind of like this dark. And I want to take the roughness, take all away, roughness on this, and we can go one above, and you notice we have our positioning field. Okay, let's go to coloring on this, and as we're using anyway, so we'll just adjusting that one, and also we'll take roughness up. Okay, so overall this is how we add. Let's go right now start adding all these additional elements that we created. So this is our base kind of layout based on position, based on coloring, and you can see our base. Next, let's go add some our flow, the position, and other elements. Okay, so when we set, let's go to our positioning, and notice when we have position, we did export high field map. You can use it in some elements, but when it's nice about Substance, it did create your own, so we can actually go inside the position, and right here you can see we can adjust slightly position of this, so we'll, on a height based on this, and we'll just go, maybe just go like around here again. Let's, you know what, let's go to our main color, maybe set it a little bit more saturated. You can see adjustments, maybe around here, around there. Okay, we'll go back to positioning. And just maybe contrast a little bit, set in a darker areas, so not up. Blur and balance, bring right around there. Okay, let's go now add flow to this, and we'll go again creating the new fill layer. Let's go to the color, and we're actually going to use probably a bit brighter and more think about like sand maybe, or something, wash out some elements. Usually it is a bit more desaturated, but yellow, we'll go with those colors. And let's go now to set our roughness up, so we don't need those reflections, everything down. Okay, so next let's go to add black mask. Right here we'll go to generate, and we'll go add fill to this. And inside the field, if we're going to our projects, you notice we have our flow maps and other ones. So I'll just take my flow map. Okay, actually right here. There you go. Okay, so there's our flow, and you can see how it's add to this point. We can go inside and modify a little bit on the properties. Actually, the coloring, we also have our on a flow to adjustments. We don't paint, we don't care about this one. Let's go check on our alpha, it's fine. Okay, let's adjust. Let's also go ahead and we can take just maybe a little bit down so it won't be so adjustments. Also, we're going to fill. Okay, right there. Let's go back to our settings, and that's fine. So yeah, adjustments there. Okay, also one thing, if we're going inside the height, you can see we can increase, decrease, so we can bring a little bit up or even make a little bit deeper. This maybe just bring slightly down. Let's go create another layer. So we'll another fill layer for this as well. And we can go just add this color. Let's go make something a little bit more darker red kind of. Same, take roughness up. We'll go to add right here, we'll add black mask. And we'll also add another fill inside here. And for the fill, we can also go and use it. Let's go use depth map for this. Okay, so we'll put a depth map on this. You can see it's just slightly increasing. And if we want to more, we can always just go ahead, select levels. And with the adjustments on the levels, we can kind of bring, just adjust a little bit more. Should probably darker this way. Just bring right around there. Yeah, I think that will work. And right here, our flow, it's what we added. Yeah, let's bring a little bit more this way and add some around there. So we can also work with the levels and other elements. And in some cases, if you're familiar with Photoshop, how Photoshop works, it is same idea with the layers. So we have our opacity, we have all these different type of blending modes. So we can also going, for example, to the screen if we want to apply lighter, or in some cases we want to multiply, overlay, all these different. We'll go back to normal, but it is truly what they call actually on Adobe Max. This is it is Photoshop or 3D, so it's that powerful tool. Okay, so we add this tool. We also have it our aware map. So let's create another layer for this, and we'll again create new fill layer. And on aware, let's just select maybe different color, and we'll just go a little bit kind of grayish bluish almost, so something look different. Let's take our roughness up. Again, we'll go to add black mask to this as well, and let's go to add fill to that one, and inside fill we'll take our where map and just drop it right here. Again, because it's maybe not too strong, I'm going to use just go right here. We'll go to add levels to this as well, and just to preview, I'm just watching here. Let's go. Yeah, I see right there. It's not very many, but we'll just bring a little bit to this. There also sometimes what's happening, let's look, and if we come very close to this, it does generating, but it maybe we want to add a little bit more grain to this. Let's go inside the materials, and in materials we can select any of this, and I think ground right here, gravel, we just go and drag and drop, and you can see it does apply to this, so we can add additional materials to specific areas. But in this case, ground gravel, so I want actually to go and add elements. We can see we maybe add again fill to this one. Actually, okay, I want to add mask 4 first, so let's go add mask to this. We'll go add fill. Let's go to our project on this, and we have it ambient other one. So let's go actually to all materials. We'll go back to our floor map, so we'll use it the same as in other ones. It will apply a little bit to ours. We'll go to, let's adjust, put it just a little bit above our fill, and I just want kind of a little bit more blending right here. Okay. Can zoom in closer, and you can see we added some of the elements. And if we look inside the gravel, we can reduce just gravel scale slightly down or more, so like maybe about here. Yeah, pop up a little bit more the gravel. Anything around here. Okay, adjusting, and you can, I think 6 is about right. Okay, and let's add a bit more. Okay, let's go to see our bring about up right here. We can also take our layer, we'll add, okay, let's go fill, and we'll add levels to this as well. And we actually can bring those levels a little bit more up. So almost like sand going over this. Right here, you can see where we're placing, and we just blend a little bit more. So we have it more complex on materials. And of course, we can do some of this in the world machine, but it's no way we have this control inside. So creating our maps here, look very good. Okay, we can add, let's create a couple more maps. Okay, we'll go on top, let's create a new fill layer, and for this one we'll also just let's add a little bit darker, just to have it maybe like this. Okay, let's go right here. We'll go to black mask again to this one, and we'll go to add fill. And on the fill, actually, we're going to use it ambient occlusion. Okay, let's look before and after. Just add a little bit darker to those overall. But if we want to reverse, okay, we need to just go there and let's go to invert mask. So our ambient occlusion will add 2 elements between. You can see in some of those areas, make it darker. And in some cases, when we export, it will emphasize creating a little bit more shadowing in some areas. And I noticed when you're using this in some game engines, it does give it a little bit more interesting effect to me as well. So we also have it thickness. We can use all of these elements, and the thickness, it's how from bottom to top. We can add a little bit more wear on the top by using this. And let's go create even white. We'll leave it white for now. We'll reduce some of this. Let's take roughness up. Okay, next we'll go to same. We'll add black mask to this, and we'll add fill. And you can not necessarily fill. You can experiment with different. So we'll go add thickness to the top. Okay, let's go to just preview. You can see thickness is adding. Let's go also add another layers to this levels, sorry. And on the levels we can also just right there from the top, actually like right here. Let's go to invert or mask because I want to go from the top. Again, with just a little bit worn out. Bring kind of to the top right here. Just make those heels a little bit wider. Okay, same way we can do. And if we have the snow mask, what we can create inside the world machine, we can import the snow mask. But I think this one, you know what, maybe instead white. Let's change this base color to kind of more sandy. We can go with the green color. I think red maybe actually look a little bit more interesting. There you go. In this case, of course, you can experiment with all different colors to add different materials. You also can go and select different materials from what Substance Painter can offer to you. But it is become more interesting map. And you know what? I'll take this and I'll put it below. There you go. We'll just put it below ambient occlusion. Okay, right here, this is our height. This is our was the position. Okay, this one was our wear. This is same was flow, but it's a rock. And this is will be our flow. Height. And this one is our base. Okay, so what we're going to do next, let's go to our textures. Okay, so we have it right there. I want to actually add a little bit more dirt maybe to this. We'll go to zoom in. Yeah, I think it's about right here. We'll go create a new fill layer. Okay, we'll just go dirt on this one. We'll go to add black mask to this. And the mask will go to add new generator. And this generator will just create a dirt one. So let's go now to our fill color. Actually, I want to change this fill color. Let's see, maybe around dirty, kind of like this color. Okay, let's go pop up roughness on this. And we can zoom in. I'm just looking if it's flow and dirt. I think the dirt kind of going okay with this case. Okay, we can go a little bit more on the dirt, and it's a little bit reduce contrast. Also we'll add level. And again, we can take this dirt and put a little bit below rock flow, so we have it more. In this case, we can increase dirt level. Pop-up contrast, actually maybe going above. Let's go before the flow. Around here, actually, again going above, and I'm just again maybe around here. I don't want to cover some of the flow, but I want to add those layers. I'm going actually a bit lower right here, and just around there. We also can add our custom greens if we want to. Just go select maybe 3D or whatever, some other ones. Let's reduce scale on a greens down. Orange, so there about here. Just put it. I think it just add a little bit more extra details. So we have kind of nicer shape on our coloring mountains. Okay, you can see how it can take a long time. You just start playing, you add these colors, have kind of fun. I think this is good, and we can start now exporting in different applications. So to export, all what we need to do actually to export is go File, and we have right here Export Textures. And we can set where we want to export. Format that you like to export. Again, I prefer TFF, but you can use any other format. In most cases, the PNG, which support majority, so we can go with PNG format, and we can export 16 or 8-bit. Again, to support, because we're going to use in some Unity, Unreal, and all this other stuff, we'll just use it with PNG default. We have a 2048, and when we're done, let's go ahead and click Export. Okay, and you can see it's take a little bit time till it's writing. Okay, let's go ahead in Photoshop and just see what file we have as exported. Okay, so right here we have it open. And we have our maps. So this is our normal PBR set. So we have our diffusion set. We have our height. For the materials, metallic, because we don't have any metallic, should be black. We have our mixed ambient occlusion, normals for this one. We have it normal for OpenGL. That's what we exported. And we have it our roughness. So we have it all of these elements. And let's go in next one. We'll start with the view. So we import in a view in preset and render, see how it's come this. And after this, we'll go to do with all our different engines.